Welcome back to the Alec Lewis Show. I am your host, Alec Lewis. This is episode 100. We made it. Appreciate you guys being here. Those of you who've been with us from the beginning, it's been an absolute blast, and you probably know that. Just being along for the ride, how much I've enjoyed getting to do this every single day. We've got the giveaway announcement coming up in a second, but first, the guest today is a guy you guys have probably heard of. His name is Harrison Smith. He is entering his 14th season playing safety for the Minnesota Vikings, a potential future Hall of Famer. As I was thinking about guests for episode 100, a lot of options, but there's one guy who's sees the game, thinks differently than everybody else, and I've just really enjoyed getting to know him over the last 3 years. Doesn't do a ton of these, so I thought it'd be really fun, and it was a blast. We took a while to get into football. Started with some golf and made our segue into plane flying and family stuff and working out at the Wood Gym in Knoxville. So thank you guys. Hope you guys will really enjoy it. Came down to the bowels of the media center to make it happen, and I'm grateful to folks behind the scenes who know who they are, who helped to come together. But just a blast to get to talk to Harrison. As it always is, and like I've said in the past before on this show, just one of a player and a dude, just an absolute legend for this organization. The giveaway. So those of you who've been around, we're doing a giveaway for episode 100. It's an Alec Lewis Show T-shirt, custom made by our esteemed marketing director. It is a $50 gift card to Jersey Mike's that I secured earlier today. And then it is 2 tickets to the Atlanta Falcons home opener, courtesy of our presenting sponsor, First Resource Bank, who have been with us for a while now, and can't thank those guys enough. Tim Siegley, Aaron Siegley, Charlie Anderson, they were fortunate enough to give us 2 lower-level tickets to this home opener. And the winner of the giveaway is Ryan Buck. No idea how to get in touch with him. I've probably DM on Twitter or whatever. But Ryan, shoot me an email. The email will be in the description of the video, and let me know how we can connect. But appreciate you doing the 3 things we asked: is follow the Instagram, follow the Twitter page, and then subscribe on YouTube. Really appreciate your support, and looking forward to seeing you in the Alec Lewis Show T-shirt, which still kind of makes me uncomfortable seeing my name on a T-shirt, but that's just how it goes. That's the marketing director's idea. No, all seriousness, before we get going here with the conversation with Harrison Smith, and to reiterate, when I started this a year ago, if you'd have told me we'd made it episode 100, I'd have been very grateful and probably wouldn't have believed the amount of support we've gotten both through YouTube, through Apple, Spotify, all that stuff. So just been an absolute blast. Can't wait to keep going. We'll be back with some hard-hitting Vikings analysis and stuff from what we're getting at training camp. Some of that you can find over The Athletic. But, no, all seriousness, very grateful, very appreciative, and hope you guys enjoy this conversation with Harrison Smith. All right, Harry, welcome to the show. How you doing, man?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Fresh off practice. I don't want to start with football. Is that all right with you?
That's great.
We'll do golf. Told you I was playing out at Spring Hill the other day. Mm-hmm. Have you played it?
I've played it. I've played it a few times, yeah.
And what do you think of it?
Fantastic. It's one of those courses where you feel like every hole is its own experience. It's kind of they're all tree-lined and very kind of private feeling. Very nice, very nice. Hard track.
I think you said your advice to me was hit it straight.
Yeah, I mean that's normally good.
That was like a generic kind of expected.
You got to be out. You got to get off the tee there.
Sure. Yeah. It was all right. Played all right. You played golf. Did you always played?
I was fortunate to play when I was a kid, like in summertime. Play a little bit. I never really loved it, but you go play a little bit, go to the pool, and then I didn't play really for a long time here or there, a couple rounds a year until till I was about 30. Then I got into it pretty heavily, and I've been into it pretty hard ever since.
Are you you get mad at yourself?
When I first got back into it, like for real, I would get frustrated pretty easily. But now I don't. I just try to enjoy it. If you're gonna go out there and you get to play golf, no matter what type of course it is, whether you're at a country club or a muni or whatever, like you're playing golf. Like you're not a pro either. So,
That's exactly right.
yeah, I just try to enjoy every shot, even if I'm in a bad spot. Like have fun with it.
Can you? This is a like very dumb question. Can you work the ball like draws, fade? Can you?
I got into trying to do that once so my brothers are both really good, and so I play with them quite a bit, and I kind of started. I hit like naturally, just like a little fade is what I'm on, and I started trying to get into like, I should hit a draw and a fade. I'm a lefty, and have a decent swing, but I realized like if I just hit fades all day, I play way better.
Okay.
So I don't really try to draw it like much at all. Just hit it mostly straight with a little fade. And, if it's there, that's great. Some days like I'm hitting little draws, and I'm like, well, I guess that's what I got.
You just take it. What is your favorite course? I mean, you played Augusta, but besides that, and it could be a home spot.
Yeah, I belong to a course at home in Knoxville called Cherokee Country Club, and that's if I can play one nice round there, like. I love it. It's close to my house and got a lot of good dudes there get to play with and enjoy, the experience playing with them. So there's normally a good, nice low game, as we call it. We'll get some action going. Around here, like there's so many good courses around here. Play over at Mendakota and then, get invited every so often to play a few other spots. But there's great public courses too. Like when I got back into it, I was going down to like Emerald Greens and Hastings and Loggers Trail in Stillwater.
Loggers Trail's a classic.
Yeah,
that's a Chad Graff. He loved Loggers.
Loggers is fantastic.
That's awesome. You flew planes before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still?
No, I haven't flown in years. I was into it pretty heavily. That was before I was into golf.
Right. We talked about that.
I kind of switched those hobbies, yeah.
They're very similar, obviously.
They're both kind of mental. You can't let either one of them get away from you, that's for sure. No, I learned how to fly up here over at Flying Cloud, place called In Flight. My guy Trevor Rossini runs it. He's a good buddy of mine, and he taught me how to fly and got a plane, got my instrument rating, flew around the country a little bit. It takes a while, a smaller plane. But had some cool experiences and enjoyed it. But once I started golfing a little more and got married, had some kids, and it's like it's just not if you're not doing it all the time, it's probably not very wise.
Why? I mean, what did you like about it?
It's just a challenge. I honestly don't really enjoy like going and getting on flights. So that's actually why I went. It was like during OTAs. I just went to ground. I just looked online. I was like, In Flight. They got ground school at Flying Cloud. So I just went over. Like I didn't say I'm a Viking or whatever. Like I just signed up, went, sat in a couple classes, learned about flight and the things that go into general aviation. And I was leaving one day, and Trevor was like, "Hey, do you play for the Vikings?" Like, what are you doing here?
I was going to ask if you knew him before.
No.
Okay,
no,
so
I just went over there, and it's kind of cool to be around airports, like smaller airports. And he was like, "Do you want to go fly?" I was like, "Not really." He's like, "No, it's cool. Like, there's like a grass strip. We'll just go up in a little Cessna." And so I went up, and I was like, "Yeah, it's actually kind of more fun here when I get to control it a little bit." So I just kind of got hooked to the learning experience of it, and did it for a few years.
You said Cherokee, the club back home. Was there any part of you that was like, you don't want to live back home, or was that always, it was a no-brainer for you to live back home?
Yeah, it was a no-brainer for me. I love my home. My family's all there. My wife's family's all there. I have a lot of great friends from childhood, and newer friends as well as you grow and meet new people. It's a beautiful place, though. It's there's lakes, river, lakes, mountains. I enjoy it there. And like Tennessee's kind of exploded a bit population wise, especially Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville's nuts.
But even Knoxville's, like the traffic there now is not ideal. But it's I enjoy it there quite a bit.
We've talked a lot about Charlie Patron's gym, the wood gym. I guess describe it for what is it like for the people listening to this who have no idea that you've been going to this gym in the middle of the woods for as long as you have?
It's like you're not going to think anything of it. There's no like fancy memberships and machines. There's a lot of free weights. There's kind of a turf strip. It's not good turf. And like Charlie would be proud of me saying that instead of like
he doesn't want it to be this.
No, he likes that it's like I'm not gonna go in there and he's gonna motivate me. Like that's not his game. If you don't want to be there, then don't come. Which is kind of my style. I don't want somebody barking at me. If I'm there, I'm doing work. So sometimes I'll go and I won't do work. We'll just sit around and drink coffee.
He said, I think at one point that you like at 6 a.m. just like bring him a Dunkin' coffee or something.
Yeah, sometimes if I wake up early, I don't like to work out in the morning that much. So sometimes I'll just go over there, if nobody's up yet, and we'll just hang out and we'll watch some people work out and just kind of catch up. It's kind of he kind of jokes that he honestly needs his own psychiatrist, but like he's kind of the psychiatrist. Like it's almost like therapy for people to go in there, and for him too. So it's a nice little community.
And you found it how?
This is actually pretty bizarre.
Okay,
I found it.
All right, that's what we're looking for.
Tim Irwin.
Yeah, former Vikings player.
Viking from Knoxville.
I talked to him like 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
There was something to him.
Yeah, he was my Pee-wee coach.
Wow.
I grew up playing sports with his son Connor, and so he coached me one year right before high school. And he said before high school, you and me and a couple of my buddies go over and should work out with this guy named Charlie Patron. At the time, it wasn't the wood gym though. It was at we called it Hamburg. That's like the area. It was a little strip mall, basically, tiny gym, and there was like big time pro athletes in there, but it was even worse than the wood gym. There was nowhere to even run. We'd like run out on the blacktop, and but he's trained. Todd Helton just got into the Hall of Fame. He's a Patron guy. Like Chad Pennington was coming through back then. Bunch of college guys, bunch of pro guys. I remember Albert Haynes, like I don't know him, but Albert Hainsworth was in there when I was a kid. He wasn't really known for his physique and
yeah, big defensive tackle.
Yeah, but I just remember his truck. He had like a Denali truck with like a satellite dish on the top, and
as Albert Hainsworth should.
So in a weird way, I got to be around pros in an environment that most pros don't go to, and I just saw work. I didn't see flashy stuff outside of the truck with the satellite dish. I just saw snatches and cleans and just work in the gym. And so when I came through and was going to the combine prep, I was like, I'm going to go back there. And I just like lived in his pool house and worked out every day. And it people thought it was kind of weird, but it was totally normal to me. Like it wasn't a sacrifice or hard. It was just like that's the obvious move for me. And that's how working out with him has always been. It's not flashy.
Yeah. I've never asked you this, but Theo Jackson played at Tennessee. Mm-hmm. Did you know him at all from the Knoxville
No, I knew like some people I know had said, great dude. We met him when he was in school and stuff, but I didn't. I don't really like follow college ball. Even Notre Dame, I don't. I'll watch the games, but I don't know that much anymore.
Yeah, you're not like on the recruiting.
But there was there was definitely a handful of people that were like that. He's a great kid and very good player as well.
Yeah. Told you I was going to ask you this, but you and I have talked in the past about how much you love game days. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you describe it to people who ask you about it in terms of why you love it the way you do?
I guess it's probably changed a little bit as I've experienced so many game days. But it's the only thing that matters. Like, you hate to say that,
right?
You do the workouts, you do the practice, but you only do those things for game day. So if you do all those things at a high level and then you don't show up on game day, like they don't matter at that point. And that doesn't mean they don't matter at all. You have to do them to get to game day, but it's just and then in another sense, it's a day of freedom because the coaching has been done. Like, there's adjustments within the game or whatever, but you're the one doing it on the field. And if you don't kind of make the coaching come to life, then you feel as if you've let down many people.
You can see that in the locker room after sometimes, which is
and not only your teammates, but everyone that puts into this thing. And it's not even just coaches; it's everyone on staff, it's everyone within the organization, it's fans, it's and you feel that after and you feel that before, but in the game, it's mostly freedom, which is it's just it's not a lot of places you get to find that in today's world.
You said that before,
so it's just that's how I see it. It's probably not how everyone sees it.
Yeah. What was Maddie, your wife's reaction when you said you're playing another year, or she maybe knew and you didn't have to say it?
She just kind of goes with the flow. She I ask her advice and definitely take into account what she wants and how she sees our life going, but she's supportive of whatever I do.
Do you want your kids to play sports?
If they want to, yeah. I'm not going to be a guy that forces them to do anything.
Can't see you being the sideline yeller kind of guy for some reason.
But if they're into it, no matter what with a sport or activity or whatever, I will do what I can to assist them, whether it's just driving them to practice or if I know a little about the sport, I'll try to help them improve if that's what they desire. But I do think I think sports are good for young people, and not just football, but I think you can get something from every sport, playing with other kids and learning how to be a teammate and learning gamesmanship and responsibility, and that's not just sports. It can be in theater, you could be in learning instruments, be in clubs, outdoor camps, whatever. It's nice to learn new things, and I think it makes for better people and responsible people.
You guys just finished a practice. As much football as we weren't going to talk, I will ask you, just you and I mean, we talked about how much you enjoy this defense. You enjoy Flo, Durante, the whole staff. Mm-hmm. What is it about the way they go about it that you have loved so much?
I like that they're not tied to the past necessarily. They're obviously going to use things they've done in the past and things like that, but they're always looking to change things and create new ways to play defense that aren't always proven or anything they've done before, and I think that's it's really hard to commit to doing that, because you open yourself up to looking like a fool, to be honest, and all people don't want to do that.
On that stage,
it's admirable just to even attempt and to have a high level of success doing it. Obviously is a lot of hard work and smart ways of doing it and communicating it. There's more to it than just saying like we're gonna be wild. Like I think that's kind of what some people think. They're like, this is crazy.
It's just chaos,
and it's not. It's
that's what people.
out,
that's what I think. That's exactly what I think.
It's what it feels like as well sometimes, but there's a reason for it. It's not just like, and so it doesn't always work, obviously. But I think even when it doesn't work, we're on to something, and it tends to grow from there.
Two last things. The first would be Flo's talked about sitting in the meeting room and being creative and tossing stuff at the wall, like, and asking you, can you do this? And that, like, collaboration, I guess. Mm-hmm. I mean, describe that process. And then the last thing, and I don't do a 2-question, but I'm doing it. Just, you've got to know JJ very well, and you can just end with what your impression has been of getting to know him over the last year and a half.
Was there a question in the first part?
It was a describe question. No, that's exactly the people like that. It's a describe what it's like in the creative sessions with Flo when he's throwing stuff at you or at you guys. There's no question mark, but it's
there's normally a starting point. There's normally a starting point, and like you can normally relate it to something that guys who have played before have done maybe something like this, but it's not that. We're going to do this instead. And then you kind of were like, what are the issues, like, based on what we're getting or what we possibly could get? Like, what could arise that would cause problems to what we want to do? And then, is it worth taking on the risk of the bad versus the positive we could get out of it? And then there's, sometimes it's just like we're still going to try it, and if it doesn't look good, we'll just throw it out. And you can always do that and move on. You don't have to get tied to running something just because you think you like it. So it's trial and error, but with some logic. Like there's a lot of that's probably the main thing is like it's just logical thought with 11 human beings on a 53 and a third yard wide 120 yard space, and it's not the guy who I learned from told me we line up in this and we do this and we do this. It's like, what can we do that not everybody has done before that makes sense? So it's just kind of fun. And demanding, and you have to have a level of like knowledge of ball to like kind of be in that conversation to start.
It feels like that's an underrated aspect of like the acumen of just the guy, like ability to handle, ability to think. I mean, I don't know. It just feels like that's
we have a lot of smart players. And, like personally, I've played in systems that taught me a lot of fundamentals and a lot of sound, like traditionally sound football. So I have like a nice base to pull from coverages and fronts and certain things, and then kind of like go from there. So I think that allows me to like pick it up at a faster pace. And then JJ,
the last thing, let me see let me formulate a question. You've got to know him over the last year and a half. I just, the question would be like, how much have you just enjoyed getting to know him? Yeah, this young guy who comes in.
Yeah, it's been nice. We've spent some time together off the field as well, and our significant others have become friends and kind of at opposite ends of the journey here. But he's a very inquisitive person and always has different thoughts on all different types of things and loves football and learning how to be successful in the game. So it's as a older guy, it's nice to see young players coming in with their whole future in front of them, and kind of just seeing them go about work that way. So yeah, that's been nice, and then he's just a fun guy to be around too. Like he's a little beyond his years, I'd say, as far as like if we're just hanging out talking about stuff and
like the level of conversation or whatever.
He's kind of, you can tell he like probably reads a lot of all different type of stuff, so he keeps it interesting.
Yeah. Anything you wanted me to ask you that I didn't ask you?
Yeah. No, I mean you could throw anything at me, but I don't know what the audience is looking for.
That's I mean, yeah. There's lots of podcasts for lots of different stuff.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you hopping on. It's fun to do it. Should be a fun year.
Thanks, Alec.
Thank you, guys.
And that'll do it for episode 100. Like I said at the top, really great, thankful to Harrison for taking the time. Very appreciative of the folks behind the scenes who know who they are, who help make that happen. A fascinating dude, as you guys probably can now tell. Doesn't do a ton of those, and so just the opportunity to get to do it, something I'm extremely grateful for. But yeah, thank you guys for spending the time, whether you're on a workout, like Tim, who works in security at the Vikings practice facility, told me he listens at the beginning of his workout, so I appreciate the opportunity to be able to fuel those, whether you listen in the car. I've said it many times over, but this fan base has blown me away from the first time this kid from Alabama who loves football got up here, and my mom and stepdad were in town this past weekend, and they got to see it a little bit and how into this thing you guys are. But it's a joy to get to cover the team every day. A lot coming over at The Athletic. That's the motivation to pump some stuff out for you guys in written form. Never slows down, and it's coming. I'm going to have a story Friday that to tease it a little bit, J.J. McCarthy's secret weapon for this season. So please go check that out. But for those of you who are new here and it's first time listening or watching, would appreciate it. You hit the subscribe button, like on Apple or Spotify or whatever, and can find us anywhere you get podcasts. We do 2 of these a week, hardcore analysis, a lot of interviews with folks in the media and some coaches and stuff like that, and just more to come. Still think we are scratching the tip of the iceberg here. That's what that's what you got to tell yourself. But thank you guys again for being here. That is episode 100 of the Alec Lewis Show.